Better? Alright. Hey guys, welcome everybody, welcome. Right, restart the game again. Already started it once, but then realised I didn't have my streaming software started. Made it a little difficult to start the stream. Not what I wanted to do. Farmer's Life, yes.
Deo's buying a new car.
Hey Daz!
What would it be like if this
Thanks for joining us for GTA over the week.
Would you still give me the same
Quite
deal?
enjoyed it. It was good. Bit of fun for a change. Dot dot dot. There's a lot of dot dot dots. I think next month, well, it's the end of the month today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the ads back to 1 3-minute ad per hour, because that gives people a chance to get up, go make a drink, go and use the bathroom, the usual sorts of things. I think we'll go back to the 3-minute ad. What do you guys reckon? Let me know. What does it say? 1 minute. That's probably about loading time. Let's continue. Where's that coffee? Alright. Now, is that camera focused? Focus. Are you following? You are following. Right, lock in. Okay. I tried to have my banana sandwich after we finished playing yesterday. Cool, the bananas were so green it wasn't even tasty. It just felt like I was eating a sandwich. Bananas really green. I was looking forward to it too. What time of the day are we? 1:30 in the afternoon. Or is that 1:30 in the morning? I think it's 1:30 in the morning. I don't know. Let's press some buttons. Yeah, it's dark outside. All right. Hello and welcome to today's live stream. I'm Glenn Bixley and we... oh, that's a great start. Oh, we're back. We're a bit more Farmer's Life. And apparently Glenn's voice is still croaky today. I don't know why. Okay, so we'll get up 8:30 in the morning. We'll have a bit of a sleep in. Because we're getting into winter now. The snow's on the ground. Okay, that was a lot of bags getting loaded. Bottles ready. Okay. Oh! Hey, Cutto! Alright. Meow to you too, Cutto! Your food's out here, Cutto. Look, Cutto. Food! Okay. Look at that snow. Oh! That looks snow cold. Oh, sorry. All right, I can hear the feet crunching in the snow. What are we doing today? Let's start with checking out the stoves. And we're gut racing. Okay, so we have nothing on the stoves. All right. Oh, we're going to go on this one. Yeah, I'm not really likely to buy it because I'm not really the sort of person that makes games. I love the idea of it, but I don't make games. I don't know, maybe I'll watch a video on it and see how difficult it is. I've always wanted to make a game, you know? I think making your own games would be really cool. But I believe it's still, even with S and AND box, I still believe it's going to require a certain amount of knowing a little bit about what the hell you're doing. Okay, so the mushrooms are good. We're going to have no crops because it's cold. Smart Farm had an update. Oh, okay, I'll have to take a look later. Okay, our grapes. He's hungry like a wolf. Okay, we need to take this trailer down to the market today. That is something we definitely need to do. Okay, so he's hungry and thirsty. Let's find him something to eat and drink. How much dollar much have we got? $20. Okay. You need to just chill out and grow up. We've got $20,000. Start with a drink. I've never seen a cat digging in the snow before. Well, hopefully by today, we'll still have something left. At the moment, perfect steak. At the moment, however, we're probably likely to spend as much as we make, because that's what I do. Okay, mashed potatoes, cucumber soup, peas and cabbage. We've got a lot of that. All right, now I'm nearly full. Okay, so should we start cooking? No, I don't think I will. Let's see what's going on in here. Okay, so you've got 4 bottles ready. Right, let's grab these. Okay. Maybe we can sell some booze today. So I think we've already got quite a bit at the tavern. Okay, this one's out of water. Do I have my bucket? There's a hole in my bucket. That's how I put the water in it. Alright, where did I get to? Wasn't that one, was it? So I think we have our last quest coming up on Farmer's Life. I would love to hear from everybody as to whether you want to see me carry on with Farmer's Life after I've done all the missions. Because I'm starting to think, after we've completed the final mission, what really is there left to do? I was really hoping, and I've mentioned this to the developer, that they would have added more quests with the last DLC. Instead, they added content, because that's what everybody wanted, is content. More of this, more of that, more of the other thing. Well, I contacted Noel James, and I actually said to him, what I wanted, really, was more quests, more to do. But if we've got no more quests, I'm starting to think, other than just the standard farming game, what else are we going to do? So I have started to think about other games that we could start to play instead of Farmer's Life. But I'd love to hear from anybody out there who's watching. Do you want to see more Farmer's Life? What do you want? Because what you guys want to see also makes a difference. Okay, let's check on these. We'll be ready in 9.5 hours. 9.5 and 9.5. Okay, excellent. And the beer? It says we have 8 bottles. But I don't really recall how the beer works. Hold control to use one piece of an item. Hold shift to use all pieces of an item. How do we take the beer out, though? I'm not sure. We're not too worried about that right now. Then we did stick some wine into here. We'll be ready in about 1 million years. All right. Okay. About 1 million years. That's probably right too. Okay, we'll put these jars and bottles away because we don't need them now. $69 jars. We actually have some jars. We can do some cooking today. Freaking awesome. Yeah, well, it kind of feels that way. Kind of feels that way, I tell you. What I might do, same as we're actually going into town, I just put this down, I know, but what we might do is take all of this into town and see what booze we have at the bar. Now, I did have somebody message me the other day asking about whether or not you need to have honey mash, whether or not you need to have the DLC to run the bar. Yes, you do. And if you do have the DLC, oh, we can't do these because I'm going to have to top them all up with water, aren't I? Not really in the mood to do that right now, I'm going to be honest. Okay, we'll put this back. Really should have logged in on my day off, but apparently I was too busy playing GTA with Daz and Era. Okay, so let's grab the trailer. What we'll do is I don't know. Do we want to just take beer bags that are not on the tractor? What have we actually got in here? So we've got a lot of produce still to be sold. A lot of produce. Okay, so we can take these into town to be sold. Seeing as we're going that way. I'm surprised we don't have more heads. Alright, this tractor's kind of crooked because I bumped into it the other day carrying a ladder. And apparently carrying a ladder is enough to bump this whole tractor. Stop! Stop, 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 stop. What was that noise? It sounded like I just refueled the tractor. I wonder if I just put booze into it. I might have done. Because you can put booze into the tractor. And I panicked on the buttons a little bit. So it's possible I just put booze into the tractor. Which is for racing. And we're not really racing today, are we? Okay, grab these bags that have fallen off now. Oh, now these are all something else though, aren't they? That's fodder. Okay, those are all fodder. I think these are something else. Yes, they are. Canola. Okay. That is full. 2,000... Okay, well, that's full. We don't need any more fodder. There's going to be plenty to get us through the season. This is not even finished. Do we have any gas on us? No. So we're going to have to get that started. Okay. What I might do, while I'm thinking about it, okay, disconnect, because I do remember that these connected up wrong. So what I'm going to do, just so that we know that they connect up correctly, because it was really confusing. Oh, why can't you move? It was really confusing as to which one I was operating. Thank you. Because when I put them down, the belt crossed over. Okay, so what we'll do, pick this one up, move that out of the way. Right. Now, because I probably shouldn't have done the other motor, pop this one down. Reconnect it, and at least now we know it's connected to the right motor. Okay, let's grab some gas. How much is in a stack? 10. 10's enough. I think that only takes 5 anyway. And we'll get that started. It takes 7. Okay. Okay, you're started. You're on your way. Okay, so... what is that? Oh, it's a rock. Okay, we're just going to fast travel. Actually, no, cancel. Let's go to the other gate. Now, I'm pretty sure Anthony does not have a quest yet. I think that's spring. Yeah, that's spring. Okay, which is what we're waiting on. So we're going to sell all this fodder and see how much money we can make. That's my ladder. Don't worry about it. I was just breaking into your backyard to steal stuff. It's not there for any real reason. Okay, apparently I actually have wheat and oats on here. I didn't realise I had wheats and oat grains, wheat grains. Well, I don't actually intend to sell that. Oh, it was just 2 bags. Ah, okay. Let us trade. Yeah, you can have that. Alrighty. So we now have $28,000. Hang on, what do I have? Okay. Buy some bottles. Why do you wear that tatty coat over... I should get you some winter clothing, lady. I actually gave you some, but you never wear it. Okay. I thought this one had bottles. Apparently she doesn't. Okay. How much is your sugar? We're going to buy your sugar. $10,000 for sugar! Lady, you are a rip-off. If I wasn't already married to you, I'd probably not buy it. $1,200 for that. Okay. Alright. Wife is ripping me off as always. Now, I'm pretty sure... oh, we'll buy some gas. We'll buy some gas. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure there's nothing we need from this guy, but... buy some gas. Let us trade. I'll buy all your gas. Thank you. Nothing else we need, is there? No. I mean, we could get the logging trailer. 2,240. I don't really have much use for it, but we have everything else in the game. So we might as well buy it, right? Because part of clocking a game is having everything. So this is the new logging trailer. It's recently added to the game. And with updates, no DLC required. It was part of the content. Everybody said they want more content, so we got a new logging trailer. As well as a few other bits and pieces. Alright. Should we just fast travel? There goes my voice again! Okay, should we just... oh no, I was going to say we'll fast travel. But I still need to go and buy bottles. And I need to buy yeast. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, a little out of control there. I'm thinking we'll just run up on foot rather than drive in. I've only just noticed he has a water wheel. I've never noticed it before. Let's have a look. I have never noticed it before. Can we get in there? I want to get in there. Ah. Oh, 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 we can definitely get in there because I've just noticed there's a crate in there. Okay. There's a crate that I have never noticed before. Now, last week we went out and got a few crates that I'd been told about on the Discord. Cleanse looting, you're not wrong. Can we peek inside his shed? No, we're not allowed to. I'm gonna peek inside his shed. Wow, he has this big shed and he has half a dozen logs in there. Right, can we take this? Or do we have to come back later? Ah, the wedding rings are in here. We didn't even have to buy them. Okay, I'm going to print screen. Actually, that's probably a better one. Man, we didn't even have to buy a wedding ring. We could have just stolen it. I mean, borrowed. Isn't that what they say when it comes to getting married? You want something borrowed, something blue. I can't remember what the other one is. But I guess we just borrowed the wedding ring. The blue thing would be the wife, right? I mean, any woman that would marry me would end up blue. Oh, that feels so much better. Right. I mean, marrying me would make a woman blue. Still trying to peek inside of a shed. No, Costa, you're not wrong, buddy. We could have gotten a free wedding ring. Instead, I went out and paid like $10,000. No Costa indeed. Okay, let's trade. I would like all your empty bottles because I can never get enough of them. Well, actually, now that we've got the bar, I'm starting to get enough of them, finally. Now, you have nothing I want. You never do. You're useless to me. Yeah, you're useless. Okay. So, we found another crate. I wonder who it was on the Discord discussing the crates. Oh, I don't think he's found that one. Alright. Jump back on our tracker tour. And this time we're going to drive... No, we're not. We need to go... Oh, let's just stay on the tractor. We'll run up on foot. We need to go and buy more yeast. Yeast is something we ran out of this season, so we're going to want more of that for next season. We need the yeast for the brewing. Didn't need a lot of yeast before the Booze, Bites and Bets DLC, but now that we've got that, we definitely need a lot more yeast. So we'll buy all of her yeast. Thank you, love. Alright. Now we need to head off to Thaddeus's and get more bottles. And I think they have yeast as well. I think we'll just drive up here because it's a long drive. One of these days I might actually get these barns finished. I don't really have much use for them anymore now that I realise there's a hard limit on livestock. More chickens? No. We don't need more chickens. They're a pain in the bum. They're always getting out. The chickens, the ducks, the geese, they're always escaping. All for a few eggs. It's barely worth it. All right.
To need may tax a look hill.
Probably. I couldn't be 100% sure, but it does sound right. Okay, we'll take that. All right, she has nothing else we'd want. Okay, we'll fast travel home. Right, we can leave that there. Grab those off. Oh, now I'm too heavy. Oh, I didn't expect that now, did ya? We'll get to that. I've got too many other things like gas. Okay. Reorganize this gas stack. Alright. 6 gas left. I'll keep those on me. Okay, we'll go put the chocolate and stuff away. Do I just sell the wedding ring? I'm actually kind of miffed. Is that the right word? That we just found a wedding ring. It's a bit late. I'm already married. Maybe we could marry somebody else. We'll pop that in there. Don't need the wool on me. Put the yeast away. Why have I got cigarettes in there? I don't know. Okay. Well, it's worth about 10,000 to buy. I don't know what it sells for. I bet it doesn't sell for anywhere near as much. Okay, can I move these now? The dog just said no. What would the dog know? The dog doesn't know what he's talking about. Actually, why am I running away with this? We could start the beer now. Now that we have yeast and we have the grains, let's start some beer. Because I'm gathering that will take at least about half a second. At least. Right, grab our bucket. I think beer requires water, which makes me laugh because it's dearer to buy water than it is to buy beer. Okay, now let's set all of these to 4. And I presume we have to boil the wort. So let's start the oven. We'll look at prepare first. Yeah, must you don't need to boil. But wort we do. That's what I thought. Okay. So, let's have a look at our wort. Oat wort, hops, cones, and yeasts. Oh, hops cones. Didn't even think about hops cones, did you, Glenn? Do we have any? Where's the other wort? Wheat wort. Pops cones. I don't know if we have any. Oh, stop your moaning and groaning, old man. He moans and groans way too much, doesn't he? I don't actually think we have any. Pops cones. Nope, we do not. I don't even know if we can buy any. Ah. I don't know if this will go rotten. There's a lot of things I don't know today. What have I just picked up? Canola. Lots and lots of canola. Don't really know what to do with the canola. I think we might have to just sell it. I haven't figured out what use it is. More canola. We might be able to make canola oil with it. And there is another 2,000. Okay. Right, let's go empty out all the sugar and the yeast and stuff like that. I feel sad and heavy-hearted. You just want to get drunk, old man. All right, sugar. And actually, we'll put the beets in here for now. I thought we had yeast. Have I already stuck it in the cupboard? I have. Okay. Meow. Okay. Well, I don't know why I put the wedding ring in here, because we don't exactly cook the wedding ring. And the wool's probably not necessary in there either. Because we don't cook wool either. Well, I don't think you cook wool. Do we cook chocolate? No. Let's remove all the non-cookable items. Is that all of them? There's a bucket, dear Liza. I don't know if we cook buckets, do we? Okay, we'll put the chocolates and stuff in here for the wife. We're going to put the chocolates in here for the wife. Oh, actually, we've got more clothing we can sell. Actually, I might have to put on my winter clothing. We might have to put on our winter clothing. Yeah, we'll put chocolates in there for the wife. We'll put the ring in there so it's like it's her ring being stored because she refuses to wear it. That makes sense, doesn't it? Any woman married to me, I'd refuse to wear the ring. Okay, let's head on outside. And do-doop-it-up, do-doop-up-up, do-doop-up-up. I've got to remember how to do this. Down here, clothes. I knew there was a somewheres thingy. Right, so he's probably getting a little cold now. A fur coat. That looks a bit warmer, doesn't it? And how about... Now he looks much better. Okay. He's got his gummies on. Shoes, cold. Okay, I never really thought about that. Is there warmer shoes? 10 degrees. Pants 10 degrees. 10 degrees. What are our ones? Clothing. Oh, we can get... I didn't realise we could get dressed inside the house. Ours are 10 degrees as well. Oh, here we go. He's starting to warm up a little bit now. All right, he's starting to warm up a little bit. We'll also light the fire, because that'll warm the house up. Throw 24 hours of wood in there. There we go. That'll get the house nice and warm. We'll shut these doors. Okay. And now let's fast travel into town and go sell the rest of our stuff. Oh, the Christmas tree. Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. How sober is Henry? Oh, sorry. Glenn, give up, you can't sing. Oh, dear. We are here to buy, not sell. We want bottles. We want jars. We're going to probably buy her gas and her sugar. All right. I wonder if we should buy traps. $224. We haven't done much work with the traps, but I might buy the traps because that way we can actually put out a trap line in winter. I have been wondering, should we buy all the weapons? Not today, we're not. Because we're just about out of money already. Right, do you have any sugar beets? Okay, we'll take those, thank you. We don't have anything to sell him, and he doesn't sell anything we want today. Alright. We'll sell you all of our other winter clothing. Excellent. Now, there's nothing we need to buy, is there? No. What shoes do you have? That's 10. You only have the one pair of shoes. Oh. Well, that's pretty useless then, isn't it? Does this guy sell any other shoes? I don't think so. Don't think he sells any clothing at all. No, he doesn't have any clothing. Didn't think so. Alright. So. Doop-a-doop-boop-bop. Is that everything we need to do for now? I think it is. Let's head back home. Oh, no, that's what I didn't do. Why is one of the dogs here? The Doberman. We'll grab the Doberman. Now, I think we need to go see the priest in order to do the priest's quest. I could be wrong. Right, so let's put the booze away. It won't fit. Okay, see, now this is the thing. We have way too much booze in here. So, let's go... Hang on. What? 223. Actually, hang on, stop. Let's take all the food out for now. Right. And let's start with the small amounts of booze. Okay, and if I drop that into there, leaves us with 36. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll take 100 of these. We'll take 200 of these. We can take... I don't know, we'll just leave that, I think. And what we'll do is we'll try and keep around 100 bottles, which is way more than we need at any time in here. Okay, let's put all the food in here. Oh, wait, I just remembered. Don't these have... No. No. Okay. No. No. Okay, they don't have anything in them. This one was for the cigarettes, but it only holds 100 packets. Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, rather than putting food in here, I might be better off to use the other cabinet for the food. It's closer to the cookers. I think it'll be big enough. Looks like it'll be big enough. That makes a bit more sense. One for having all the booze in it. One for having all the food in it. Oh, okay. Can't store the coffee. That's fine. We'll take the coffee out. And we'll have this one for coffee and tea. After all, it does have a coffee pot on it. We don't actually have any tea. Okay. Right. That's probably a better plan, Stan. Okay. Where's the Dobie man? There he is. Okay. Let's go see the priest. I have been thinking that we could buy another gambling table. I originally had two, but one of them kept causing bugging. Now, I've spoken to the developers about that, but we could always buy the one that works. I don't know if I'm doing it today, though. We'll see what the price is. We're mainly here to do the quest. I think we have to do a quest for the Christmas decorations. Okay. The dog go around the long way. I'm sure I just saw the dog come around over the hill. Oh no, he's right there. Okay, J for the journal. Fulfill the contract. Yes. Oh, pin. How long have we been able to pin quests? I didn't realise we could pin quests. That must have come in with the last big update. Because they did make changes to all of this questing system. There's a new one every March. Okay, is that when it is? All right, we can stop visiting and asking all the time now. We know it happens in March. It's saving. Well, it's not win Helen's heart. Because we're not marrying Helen. Okay, it said to see him, to see the journal, but there is no new quest. It doesn't say there's a new quest. Usually at this time of the year, the quest is to do the Christmas decorations. No, that's just the one in his room. Oh, look, you can see a lead to the dog now. I've never noticed that before either. Okay. Usually he gives us the quest to go into... I didn't actually see what that said. It said go to the journal. But normally what he does is he gives us the quest to do the Christmas tree. And every year we have to buy new light bulbs because he seems to steal them. But there was no quest. It's not showing one. I didn't actually see what came up. I don't know if you saw what came up, but I sure didn't. Oh well, doesn't matter. It's only the Christmas quest. Let's head on home. Hang on, did we do everything before we head back home? I have an item of clothing I didn't sell. Oh, you won't buy it. Okay, here's enough for today. All right. Okay, so I suppose we could start some cooking. Should be nice and warm inside the house now. Oh, let the dog go. Go, Rain. See, what temperature is it in here? 13 degrees. Not bad. Okay, so. Cook. We could do more mash. But I think what we're going to do for now is sugar. I'm going to have to keep an eye on this though, because I have set the stove for 24 hours. So it will burn. Got 200 sugar. We're actually doing well for sugar on it for a change. I'm going to put the jars in here for now. So we do use those for cooking. We've got some outside, we've got some inside. That could be a good idea. Put the rest of the bottles in here. Oh, okay. Well, it did say J for journal. I saw that much. Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah, I saw it say press J for journal. There's no space for that. Oh, man. Okay, well, there's 20 gas in here. Let's take that out. Now we can put that in there. We'll put the trap in there for now. And the wall can go in there. Okay, now we need to head to the state farm. Wait. No, not her. Him. Actually, who buys clothing here? I've never really thought about it. I'm sure we can sell clothing... No, not him. I'm sure we can sell surplus clothing here, can't we? I've never tried. Or can we only sell clothing in town? Oops, hang on. No. Maybe we can only sell it in town. I've never thought about it. Okay, but what we came out for was actually to sell our booze. Because we've got way too much booze now. How are you today, Helen, darling? Yeah, buy that off me. And that. Okay. She has more sugar. I thought we brought her sugar. She has more jars. We didn't buy those. We just brought the bottles. Okay. Well, that was a mistake, but we've fixed it now. Yep. Okay. Excellent. Back home again. How much have we got? $48,000. Okay. We'll go put these jars away. Put the gas down. Now I'm thinking we could go sell that canola. And most of our veggies. Because I don't really think we're going to get the veggies cooked. I really don't see that we're going to get the veggies cooked. We just have way too many and too many other things to brew. Alright, we could have sold those 39 ciggies in town, but I've just been carrying them around on my person. Hey, cat. What are you up to? We need to rename you. You're no longer dying. We saved your life. Thanks to the developers. Okay. 10:30 in the morning. What are we doing now? We could do more sugar. Yeah, let's do more sugar, actually. So grab all that sugar beet. Don't need jars for sugar. We'll leave the jars there for now. He's a little grumpy today, isn't he? Keeps sighing. He always does that in winter. Water, okay. How much water does it take? 4, okay. How much sugar beets we got left? 27. Three left, which is not enough, is it? You need 4, I think. Oh, you need 6. Okay. So we'll throw those in there. Right, we can go do a run on the trap lines now, I suppose. Oh, here's the cat. I could hear it. Yeah, I could hear the cat. I just wasn't sure where it was. 26% fatness. Okay. And the dog's in the bedroom. Dog's in the bedroom and the... Oh. Shut them in there. They can stay inside. It's nice and warm in there. Okay, let's go do a run on the trap lines. Actually, I still have more stuff to sell, don't I? Let's go sell that canola. And the veggies that we're not going to be using. Okay, so that's just fodder. Right, grab all the canola. Now this is all just seed. No, we'll grab the onions, the red beets, corn. That's all seed. Apart from these, but we'll get to those later. I think we'll just sell all of this. I'm never going to get time to cook it. And we have lots of food already. We're not going to have to worry about food. Oh, we haven't sold our potatoes yet either. Yeah, we do. We have a hang of a lot of food. Okay. Okay. So I've emptied that one. That's honey. Honey doesn't go off, so we'll hang on to that. We've got some eggs. Eggy schmeggy, I want soup. Should have moved the tractor forward a little bit, shouldn't I? So I don't have to keep walking so damn far. All right. Ah, I knew that was going to happen. I don't know if those two actually stacked or not. Excuse me, they don't look like they're stacked. Okay, we'll just throw them on. Missed. Okay, so that's the second one empty. Yeah, it's just honey. And what do we have in here? Nothing to sell. All right. I have a feeling that that bag is going to fall off. Yep. Knew that bag was going to fall off. And cucumbers. And ongrins. Wasn't that a famous actor? Dolph Lundgren. Dolph Onion. That was his name, wasn't it? Okay, are they all on? No, I didn't think so. I had a feeling. All right, we'll go sell all of this. And then we'll, oh, I hope I've got enough gas. Well, there's a bag fell off already. Didn't think about the amount of gas. I've got some in the... Oh, we've got 25 litres. I was going to say we've got some in the toolbox. Necessary. I keep pressing space for a break. It's the wrong game. This is the wrong game for that. What was the bag fell off? That might be what happened before when I topped up with alcohol. I would have gone for space for break thinking it was one of those games. Okay. Nearest car. Oh, she will buy a canola seed. Wait, did that say seed? Oh, it just sold canola seed, not canola. Cut canola. Well, it's gone now, isn't it? It's gone now. Okay, whatever. Yeah, buy me eggs and me cabbages too, lady. Apparently I screwed up. Never mind, we have $86,000. That's a pretty serious screw up. $86,000. Alright, we'll park this up and then we'll go sell our potatoes because we still haven't sold those yet. Why do I hear the pig squealing like it's in pain? I keep hitting the spacebar for break. Spacebar is not a break in this game. My brain's been playing too much GTA. I can't think how to stop. Connect. Alright. I need to get some gas. I thought I had some. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why the pigs were squealing like they were in pain. They all look pretty dirty though, don't they? There's a lot of poo in there. We might have to clean that up. How much gas does that give me? 30 gas, that's plenty. Alright, and there should be about a 40 or 50,000 potatoes in here. $64,000 potatoes. Oh well. Let's try a different gear. What are potatoes worth? Still only $1? We will have about 1 million, yes. Where's potato? Here we are, potatoes. The price is still going down. Are you cereal? Man, it's going to be worth nothing by the end of the season. Now, you can't get access to the cedar, can you? No. So we have to pull further forward. Oops, I just clicked the wrong thing. Okay. Elbow Wainer, that's right. She has so many potatoes that she's needed another line to put them on. She can't sell the potatoes fast enough. Oh, it's saving, is it? No. How come I can still move my mouse then? Oh, apparently you can still move your mouse when you're saving. She's buying them for 4. Well, we're selling them. Did she only give me 45 bucks? I know, 9.5. I do have to laugh. She's got so many potatoes that needs another line of text. Somebody needs to introduce fish and chips to Poland. I'm charging her millions. Right. And it leaves us with $214,000. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Reconnect this because I accidentally disconnected it. Okay. Oh, I have nothing else to sell, do I? Nope. We're finally caught up. We've sold everything. Or at least we've sold everything we need to sell. Alright, let's take care of the animals. I can hear them squealing about the poo. They don't like all that poo in there. What are you doing, cat? Oh, let's go check on this. See how long this will be first. Two hours. Alright. Look at all these pigs. Yeah, if I change it to once an hour, Des, I'll set that thing back up that I used to have. That comes up on screen, telling us that there's an ad break coming and how long it's going to be. Like I used to have. Okay, can't get that one. And it's Michelle. How you be, Michelle? Welcome. How you be today? Hope you're having a great day. We are just discussing what's going to happen once I've done the last quest. Because I only have one more quest that I know of. There's only a quest for... You guys want to go out of here? There you go. Oh. There's only one more quest for doing a contract. I'm good. I'm having a great day. I spent the last 2 days playing Grand Theft Auto online with Daznera. Yeah, the last 2 days I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 online with Daznera. It's been a bit of fun, actually. So all the things I was meant to do over the last 2 days... Hang on, was it 2 days? No, it's only 1 day. Oh, well, okay, I still spent 2 days playing the game. All the things I was meant to do on my day off, I didn't do any of it. I decided it was far more important to have fun with Era and Daz. Alright, is that all the poo? Okay, we'll have to come back and brush all these pigs. So yeah, I've got one more quest that I know of left to do. And then after that quest, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Do we just carry on playing the game and farming, or do I move on to a different game? I mean, as much as I love this game, for me a big part of it is the questing system. But with the last updates and DLCs and things, they didn't actually add any new quests. They added new content, but they didn't add new questing. So much easier to pick up the poo in winter. And you can actually get more poo on this fork. Whoa, you be careful, Swan. I used to do it with the other fork, but this one gets more. The other one used to hold 6. Let's see if we have at least 6. 1, 2. I don't think we've got 6 left, though.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Wait, I thought I saw more here. Thought I saw more there. 3, 4, 5. Lots of dead chickens. I'm letting the chickens just die of old age now. I've stopped buying new chickens. Don't think we need to keep buying new chickens all the time. Chickens are a pain. They keep escaping. 7. Yeah, definitely get more. And there's eggs in here too. So we just sold all of our produce, Michelle. We sold our canola seed by mistake. But we sold all of our veggies. I've decided I don't have enough time to cook it all before winter sets in. We just had way too much. So I sold all the veggies, including the potatoes. I sold some of our alcohol because we had way too much of that as well. And it's kind of gotten to the point in this game now where I feel like I'll beat it. I just kind of feel like I'll beat the game. Because pretty much everything there is to do, we've done. I've got lots of money. I can grow and do anything I want in the game. Which for me kind of feels like I've beaten it. And that's what Michael Jackson said to do, didn't he? He said, just beat it, beat it, beat it. Which we've done. I just saw a chicken in here. Did it go through that door? Freaking chickens. Yeah, I saw you. How did you get through a door? No wonder you guys keep escaping. Good to see the cat was rounding it up, though. Oh. Oh, no. Are you trying to get out, dogs? Okay, well, I can't let you out because you're stuck in the doorway, you silly dogs. Go be free, chicken. Stupid dogs are stuck in the doorway. Go on, push on the door. There. Don't you growl at me, dog. Get out here. There. Okay. So yes, I don't know. What do you think, Michelle? Shall we finish the last quest in March? By March, I mean game March. And then call it a day on this game until they add more content? Or do we just carry on farming without any real purpose other than to make more money? Because that's about all that's left. That one quest and then making money. And although it's fun making money, the questing system was what I love most about this game. Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll go and get our new trailer. I just brought the logging trailer. So we might as well go buy it. I mean, go pick it up and bring it home. Wait, we've only got 9 litres of gas. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking, Michelle. Or at least until they add more content, anyway. I was speaking to the developer a couple of weeks ago, and people seem to want more content. I want more quests. So, because people want more content, they've added things like this trailer. And there's a few other bits of pieces of vehicles and things. So there's a few vehicles and things that they added, but I'd rather have quests. Because now it's just becoming a farming game. Whereas, like I say, what I loved about it was the questing and the storyline. I'm going to run you over. I can see pieces of wood moving. might have to have a chat with the devs about the stockpile system, because what I've noticed is things seem to move all the time. I don't know how it works, but I'm always noticing that there's things that have fallen out, and when I came in just then, I literally saw stuff moving because stuff had fallen out when we loaded in. That's weird. Right, how's the sugar doing? 1 hour 42. So the one inside should have about an hour, I think. Oh. Well, there's a crow in my house, dear Liza. 19 minutes, okay. I have crow idea what to do with a crow in the house. I get a crow idea. Oh, sorry. Not funny. I'll give up. I could set the cat on it. We could try that. I don't think the cat will care. Because the cat's lazy and it only eats crow that's been butchered. Right, we'll take these. I do know that the developers are working on one more piece of update, which a lot of people are going to really enjoy. And that is, they are adding the ability to mod the game. Come here, cat. We're going to take you in, feed the crow to you, or feed you to the crow. One or the other. Come on. Come play with the crow. There's a crow in here for you. Come play with the crow. I know cats like birds. There you go. Enjoy. See, I told you the cats are just too damn lazy. It's a dead crow now. The cat ran. I'm not having anything to do with this, it's thinking. See, what the developers are working on at the moment is the ability to let players mod the game themselves. Which makes sense, because a lot of players want content added. And there's no point the developers just adding more tractors and things like that when players can add that stuff for themselves. It's a scarecrow. Well, it's definitely a scared crow now. Okay, so I think we tried that. Oh, wrong button. Pretty sure we're not going to be able to use any of this for bait and traps, but we're going to give it a go. We want some eggs for the traps, so we've got 52. That's more than enough. I'm going to go try some different items in the traps. We tried a couple of different items last season, but they didn't really do much. Now, I do have to laugh. One of the guys on the Discord, I'm pretty sure we tried carrots, has actually made a mod. He's making his own mods now. Before the developers have put out their thing for making mods, he's making his own, which I think is a bit on the silly side because, well, let's face it, his mods are not suitable for the Steam Workshop. You've got to actually go onto whatever website he's uploaded them to download them. I think he should wait until the developers make the game moddable and then start making his mods. I like the fact that he's already keen on making mods, but I kind of don't see the point in making mods that aren't going to be on the Steam Workshop. And he has actually tried to get me to download some because I said I want mods when they come out. But as I've said to him, I'm not going to be doing his mods that are not off the Steam Workshop. They need to be off the Steam Workshop. So that way they're available for all players that want to just easily and conveniently download them from the workshop. But also so that they can go through peer review to make sure that they aren't full of malware. Now, I'm very confident he's not putting malware in, But just the simple fact that even on the Steam Workshop, you can get a lot of malware. I'm not going to go recommending mods that I can't personally verify, as well as they can easily be changed at any time. And I can't keep up with any changes he's making. So I don't want to be very promoting his mods for that reason. I would love to otherwise. But when they do make the update, so you can make your own mods, I have told him to let me know, and I'll go check them out. Because then they'll be on the Steam Workshop. I really need to do a better trap line than this, because I can never find the damn traps. According to that, it's right here. Okay, coffee time then. Is that a pig? Oh, a pig. Hang on. Did we just shoot that? Oh, I was thinking, is that caught in my trap line? I was going to say, because we did change some of these traps. But no, that was not in my trap line. Oh. It's just a dead animal. Well, I thought you were the first animal caught in the trap line. Does anybody see it? Oh, there's a deer. How come I've got all these dead animals out here? When did I... Oh, that one was definitely in a trap line. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that up. So that one was definitely in a trap line. So, does that mean that one of our new baits actually worked? I don't know what it was. Okay, that won't go in. Well, we can put an onion in one. Weird thing to put in a trap, isn't it? Okay, what I'm going to do is set a custom waypoint. We'll take these back to the farm. So we definitely caught a deer in that trap. I don't know what I used. I can't remember. I would have to go back and check the video to see what we put in each trap line. I mean, I'm not really too worried. No idea. That's definitely right. Maybe what we could do is put down traps in different areas with different foods next time. But I do remember these first couple of traps, we tried new animals. And I'm thinking that these were for the carrots. I have a feeling that these were from carrots. I don't know. I would have to go back and check the... Why can't I pick this one up? Go back and check the video. But I feel like carrots were the first thing that we put in the trap line. We're getting bigger animals now. Instead of the little wee foxes, which we were getting from eggs, these are definitely bigger animals. Okay, so we did an onion in the last one. Can we do a mushroom? We can do a mushroom. All right. Because you have eggs were getting us foxes. But I feel like the last ones... Oh, I can already see the dead animal. We're done with carrots or something like that. And it's definitely in our trap line. Okay, so we are definitely getting bigger animals in the traps. How about a tomato? Okay. Apple? Yeah, okay. We'll do an apple then. Oh, Glenn, what did you just do that for? Okay, well, that was a mistake. I was meant to put down a fast travel location next to those animals and then travel back. It's Krieg, how you be? Yeah, we're doing a bit of, well, we're checking our trap line. So last time we put down the trap line, we tried it with a few different baits. Normally I've been using eggs, as I was just discussing before you come in. We normally use eggs, and that gets us foxes. But as you see, last time we tried it with a different trap line. And I don't remember really what I used, but we've got 3 deer and 2 pigs so far. I feel like we used a few carrots, but I can't remember what else we used. Now, I baited that one, didn't I? So we're trying out different baits. This one has an apple, the last one had a tomato, the one before that had a carrot, the one before that had an onion, or something along those lines. I don't know what would eat an onion, but we're just trying out different baits. So how much of this one have you seen, Krieg? I know you've only been following the channel for a little while. Have you seen much of this game? Because we're nearly at the end of it. I can see the dead animal, can I? No, that's not an animal. There's a dead animal. So we're nearly at the end of this game. We have one more quest left to do. Well, one more storyline quest anyway. There's still the Christmas one, which comes up every year. What should we bake this one with? A red beet? Okay, you don't want red beet. What about a cabbage? No cabbages either. Did we put a carrot in the other one? I can't actually remember. We'll put a frickin' cucumber in this one. Weird. Okay, where's the next trap? I'm not seeing any animal. Okay. Because I was just asking what people think as far as if we only had one more main game mission to do, should we take a break from this and then come back to it when they do another update? Can you put meat in one? No, you can't put meat in one. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we did carrots. Yeah. We did Oh, we couldn't put cabbage in one. Okay. We just put cucumber in the last one. We can't put the red beets in. Apples went into one of them at least. Tomatoes went into one. And we put an onion in one. Okay, so the bar seems to move about the same distance for all of them. Did I put a mushroom in one? I think I did put a mushroom in one, actually. Mushrooms would probably attract pigs, wouldn't it? Okay, are there any more? Yes, there are. Okay. So, I know that we left an animal behind. I know that one big update the developers are working on at the moment is the ability to mod the game yourself. So they're making the game moddable. But I think it's gotten to the point now where people playing it want more and more vehicle content. But I personally would rather have more... Yeah. Oh, is it? Hang on. What? It's getting a new update on May 5th. You can go between Scepter and Exiled Lands. Okay, well, we've done Exiled Lands. What's the Scepter one? Was that a different DLC? I feel like that was a different DLC. So we played Conan Exiles as a multiplayer for a while. Whoopsie. Era, myself, Sovi, Mark. We had Lee and Lisa. Who else joined us for that? I can't even think. We had a few people playing that one. Can't find anywhere to put the damn trap. That was probably on top of a stick. Ah, okay. Yeah, being an older DLC probably wouldn't get as many views these days, I'll be honest. And I did kind of get bored with Conan after a while. It felt like I was doing the same thing all the time. Sometimes you can put these down on sticks. But you can see it's turning white and then it's not all white. Get it? It's not all... Oh, sorry. Yeah, sometimes I put them down on sticks. But all this ground's just too hilly. It kind of makes it difficult to put them down. Okay, I might just cancel. We'll find somewhere else to put it. Now where was that other dead animal that we had? And the other thing I was discussing is I think we'll go back to having ads once an hour. So, as I've discussed recently, I added ads back to the channel because somebody I know that has a much bigger channel than me said that by not running ads, it means when new people come in to watch, the first thing they get is an ad thrown in their face, which he actually thought might be discouraging people from watching, which is a fair enough statement. So I added ads back to the channel just so that we wouldn't have to deal with that. There should be a dead animal here somewhere. But, I don't know. I kind of don't like having the ads every 10 minutes. Chainmail bikini's always good for views. Oh, wait, and I think the dead animal I'm looking at is the one in my hands. So what I'm thinking is, next month, we'll go back to 1 3-minute ad once an hour. And then during that ad break, it gives people a chance to get up, go to use the bathroom and make a drink and things like that. I also feel it just gives a little bit more control over when the ads are happening. Oh, I just stood in that. When the ads are happening every 10 minutes, I feel like it's just a little bit too often. Even if they are only 30 seconds long. I don't know. But if you guys think that a 3-minute ad once an hour is better or worse than a 30-second ad every 10 minutes, otherwise we can do a 1-minute ad. Oh, well, I can change it. I have to have 3 minutes of adverts though. Otherwise I don't have any control. Because if you don't have 3 minutes of ads, then they start putting in pre-roll ads, which is the one that he was warning me to try and avoid. Pre-roll is the one that when you first come in, it starts playing an advert immediately. I personally don't like ads. I'd rather not have ads. And for the longest time we've had no ads at all. But it does mean that if I get rid of ads, it means you guys go back to the pre-roll ad. If you'd rather do that, then let me know as well. No, I'm not either. But the thing is, like I say, if I don't run 3 minutes of ads, then you have to put up with the pre-roll ads. So when you first come into the stream on Twitch, true, that's right, you watch on YouTube. When you first come in on Twitch, you get an ad slapped in your face. And although I hate ads and I don't make any money out of them, what my consideration is I don't like the idea of a viewer coming in and then the first thing they get is an ad the moment they sit down. But then that said, it is only a 30-second ad. Oh, it's a log. I thought that was a dead animal. I don't know. So I'm definitely keen to know what you guys think. Because I personally don't like ads at all. I don't make enough money out of them to make it worthwhile. And I'd rather do away with them altogether. But that said, because he recommended that I have the 3 minutes of ads just so we can control them, what I might do is go to, and this will affect you even if you're on YouTube, if I go to a 3-minute ad once per hour, then what we'll actually do is we'll start pausing the game, whatever it is, and then people can get up, go to the bathroom and go make a drink before settling back in, knowing that it's a 3-minute advert. I'll have a timer on screen so people know when the ad finishes. Yeah, so like I say, you've got to have 3 minutes of ads in order to have control. So the way it works, if you have no ads, you have a pre-roll, which is the 30-second ad the moment you come in. Now that's the one that he's told me to try and avoid. If I run ads, and I run 3 minutes of adverts, then I can determine how long and how often. So basically you have to have 3 minutes in order to take control. And then I can determine whether they're 30-second ads, 1-minute ads. or a 3-minute ad. Of course, you can make them longer if you want, but I'm not going to be doing that. Definitely not going to be doing that. So it really comes down to, for those of you on YouTube, the way I'm doing it now, which I don't really like, doesn't interfere with YouTube because it's a 30-second ad every 10 minutes and I can ignore it. But it does mean Twitch players are missing out during that 30 seconds. Is that all my traps? Yes. So, okay, in case you don't know, red is a dead body, something that you've killed. Black dots are my trap line. So you can see my trap line runs down along this way. Right, what I might do is put out these last couple. Hang on, that one was just there, wasn't it? I don't even remember. If they're too close together, they don't work as effectively. But you can look at it, and it tells you whether or not they're too close together. If this is green, then they're okay. It's probably too close together, but we'll have a look. Right, okay. We'll put an onion in that one, eh? I don't know what an onion's going to catch. Alright, so is that all my traps? Yes, it is. Right, is the bear here? Okay, coffee time. So yeah, what I'm considering is we go to a 3-minute ad once an hour, and then that will give even me a break. Because with a 30-second ad, I don't get the break. I sit here waiting for it to finish. But if we go to a 3-minute break, it means everybody, YouTube, Twitch, and even me, can get up, go use the bathroom, make themselves a fresh drink, which I think kind of makes more sense. I don't see the bear. I'd like to shoot the bear and we'll take him home as well. Somewhere around this area here, there's a bear spawn. He's not always here, but when he does spawn, he's a real problem. So there's the bear spawn down there. Perfect for diabetics? What is? Onion? Or the 3-minute ad? Is that a log down there that I've never collected? Okay, there's a log here we never collected. We'll move this up to where we might actually see it. You watch. Now that I've got my hands full with a frickin' log, now the bear will come out and get me. But yeah, I personally hate ads. And for anyone who's running an ad blocker, I have no problem with that at all. Ad blockers don't work properly on Twitch though. I do have to laugh at that. Right. See, YouTube makes a big deal about ads and ad blockers, and YouTube does everything it can to punish the viewer for having an ad blocker. Twitch, oh, there's the beer. Twitch, it's very hard to avoid an ad on Twitch. I have been told by Era that he has a way of blocking Twitch ads, but he's the only person who's ever said so. And I personally, I run ad blockers. I can't block ads on Twitch, even with my ad blockers, which makes me laugh. If Twitch can do it, and YouTube is the bigger platform, why can't YouTube do it? I think they're just too money hungry. So they deliberately don't want to spend the extra $5 programming their website. Where's the road? I was going to try and put this down on the road, but man, the road seems so far away now. I can't see it. Oh, the road was back. Ah, it's only a log. Nobody cares. It's worth about $1. Where'd that bear go? There he is. All right. Bear, on the other hand, that is worth a bit more. All right. So there's two ways that I recommend transporting these animals. One, set down a waypoint so you can get back to where you were, like I was doing up until now. Hang on. Try and get the stand bear in the door. Drop him down there. And the second one, set a waypoint here. So you can only set one waypoint. But if I set a custom waypoint here, what I recommend, so what we were doing was we were traveling the trap line. Every time I got a couple of animals, I set a custom waypoint and I traveled back to the gate. And we dropped all the carcasses here at the gate. That way it gives you a custom waypoint where you're hunting and a custom waypoint a custom waypoint at where you're hunting and a fixed waypoint at the gate. But the other way of doing it, I'll move all these carcasses first, is you set a custom waypoint next to the next to the butcher's bench, and then when you shoot an animal, you travel to the fixed waypoint to go hunting, and then travel to the custom waypoint, which is at your workbench, at your butcher's bench. And that's actually the better way, I personally think. But doing the trap line, we needed to keep moving the waypoint. Now, I'm not in the mood to do any cooking today. I just don't feel like it. It means I have to top all the stoves up with water. Then it means I have to figure out what to cook. And I'm not in the mood, so we sold all of our vegetables and everything, just to get rid of them. Speaking of that, I haven't actually seen that sugar's ready. And all we're actually cooking today is sugar. Oh, good, it hasn't burnt. Okay, well, it's going to burn in 3 hours. Oh, you get plenty of time. Oh, freaking awesome. Okay. I don't need to be carrying cigarettes around with me, do I? I don't think so. And shut the door, keep the house nice and warm. Actually, speaking of that, how warm is it inside here? Let's check the temperature gauge. 20 degrees. Yeah, we've definitely warmed the house up. Keep the door cool. Cool? Closed. Well, actually, not really. Okay, now I got a message from somebody on YouTube the other day telling me that I'm cheating. So, what I actually have done, Craig, is I have set time in this game to run slow. So when I first started, I didn't know that there were... Well, I probably did know, but when I first start a game, I don't change the rules. I don't change anything. I always play a game when I first start. The very first playthrough is always vanilla. No mods, no nothing. And one of the things that I didn't change, and I'm still on the same playthrough now, was how fast time travels and how much you can carry. Now, one thing that really bugged me about this game, and I contacted the developers and said to them, I don't like how fast the game is. You never get time to relax, and it makes the game very unenjoyable for new players especially, because it's so much of a speed run game. I would rather a game where you can relax and enjoy it. And that's when the developers said to me, well, you're supposed to change that before you start. You can change that in the section for make your own rules. As well, I'm live streaming. I've been playing this for a few months. I'm not going to start again just so I can change that. So, the developer took my save file and altered it for me. When he took my save file, he actually said he didn't know if it was possible, but he would give it a go. And he changed my save file for me. It turned out it was possible, and made it so I could change the game rules after I had started, which you weren't able to do normally. Now, since then, a lot of people have complained about how fast the game is, and they don't like it. So I've actually said to them all on the Discord, you're supposed to change that before you start. You can change it in the settings. And players have been complaining. It should be a slower, more easily relaxed paced game. It's a farming game after all. Why are you in such a rush to do everything? So I can't remember if it was the last update or the update before that. Noel changed it now, so you can actually go to Priest Matthew and ask him to change it. The way that the developer changed my save file, you can now do that by simply going to the priest, and the priest will change it for you, which I think is a brilliant update. So now, even if you've already started your game, you could have been playing it for years, you can go see the priest and tell him to change the file so you can now change the game rules. So for those who don't know, you can then, once that's happened, you can go into change your rules. Once you've done this though, once you've actually made it so you can change the rules, you no longer get Steam achievements. So you don't want to do it if you're into Steam achievements. But if you do change it, the sound just changed, so I think it's saving. You can go into change the rules, and you can change flow of time. So I now play at 0.1 speed, which is far more relaxing than the base value of normal speed, 1. You can actually go up to 3 times speed. Why anybody would be that crazy, I don't know. And you can slow it all the way down to 0. So time doesn't move on at all. The only time moves on at 0 is if you are fast traveling or doing anything like that. It requires that time moves on fast traveling. You can also have movement speed, so I've left that at default. However, if I'm playing offline, not streaming, and I'm doing things like logging, I will turn it up to 2 times or sometimes 3. At 3 times, though, you start dropping things. And I've turned my inventory capacity up to 10. Because being live streaming, people got sick of me running back and forth, picking things up all the time. So rather than during harvest season having to run back and forth 10 times, I've just got 10 times the carry capacity. Right, there's another bear here somewhere. This bear's even harder to get because he sneaks up on you. I'm only interested in foxes and bear right now. Foxes I can carry. Bear are worth fast travelling for. We'll go and get other animals later. But a dead fox fits inside my inventory. So yeah, initially the developer changed my save file, which I really appreciate. The developers of this game are great. When it comes to answering questions, helping players out, altering the game due to feedback, these developers are great. Well, Noel Chambers anyway. He's the one working on this game. Here's the beer. Okay, hang on. Where does it say the beer spawns? Just slightly behind me. Back that way. Yeah, over here. The bears do roam. So they're not always in the same location. But they do always sneak up on you like they're trying to eat you or something. Don't know why a bear would want to eat me though. I'd be chewy. Tough. Wonder if it would work if I started calling them, "Here, beer, 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 beer." Come on, beer. Oh, wait. No, that's not how you call a beer. Hey, Yogi. Yogi, where are you, Yogi? That's how you call a beer. Okay, well this one doesn't seem to want to play today. I thought I heard something coming up on me. Where's Yogi? Yogi! Yogi One Kenobi, where are you? Usually when I go into this old abandoned church is when he sneaks up on me. Okay, well it doesn't look like he's here today, does it? Might have to just settle for taking something else home. But yeah, as far as the ad thing is concerned, I make about 25 cents a month. That's New Zealand cents. So that's about 15 to 20 cents American per month. So adverts are definitely not worth it for me. Not going to get rich on 20 cents a month. We got the white deer. I'll take the white deer then. No, it's not enough for a can of rat soup. You're not wrong. All right. Where's this hitbox? There it is. So the way that I recommend to go hunting is you travel to these fast travel locations near the forests. Then once you have that, just travel back to the custom one, which is inside next to your butcher's bench. It's Lashasta! How you be? How you getting on with your game? How you getting on? Are you making fortified wines? These sugars in here should be ready, shouldn't they? I actually forgot about these ones. Yeah, ready. So we don't have any money, Lashasta. We've gone broke. We've only got $214,000, so we're going hunting. Now, Lashasta, we're just discussing what happens when we finish a quarter piece, yeah. Well, I'd rather have a quarter piece of Kentucky Fried, but anyway. We've only got one more quest to do in this game, and that is fulfill a contract in March. There are no other quests left to do. So I'm just discussing with the viewers, do we then wait for another update? Cooked corn. Why am I carrying cooked corn on me? I don't know if you saw it, Lashasta, but they've actually got Null Changes City's putting out an update so people can start to mod the game. They'll be able to make their own tractors and things like that. Anything that the game is currently capable of. So like we have the plows, we have the tractors, we have the trailers, we have all that sort of stuff. You'll be able to mod it and add your own. Okay, let's go try the other bear. The other bear is out here, Anne's farm. We're going bear hunting. If you see Yogi, you let me know. I found a new crate today, Lashasta, one that I haven't found before. Do you want to know where I found it? Or would you rather not? I don't know how many crates you've found, but there was a discussion on the Discord a week or two back, and one of the new players who was having problems finding the parts for something, I can't remember, the chainsaw or something. No, it was a cigarette roller, I think. Was asking about where to find them, and we said about the crates. So he went off and found some crates, and then pointed out, I think it was 2 or 3, that I didn't know about. So I went out last week and collected those up, but then today I found another one that I didn't know about, and it was one that he didn't point out. He or she, I think it was a guy. Hard to tell sometimes from usernames. Where's Yogi? Hey, Yogi! Come and eat me, Yogi! Should be around here somewhere, hopefully. Did you ever get the Combine Harvester, Lashasta? I believe you have to finish that last quest to get it. It's the only piece of equipment I don't have. Is the Combine Harvester. Oh, and I don't have the boat dock. But then that must also be from the last quest. What I'm going to do is wait till March in-game. I'm going to finish that last quest, then see if I can get the Combine Harvester in the boat dock. And if I can't, I'm going to send my save file to Null Chained and ask what I'm doing wrong. Because I kind of would like to have those before finishing the game. And I'm, at that stage, also going to ask about this rumour of being able to make your own gas. Because I don't believe it's true. Only one person has ever said that they make their own gas. So I don't know if that's even true or possible. Alright, we could probably start slaughtering some of these animals. Do you reckon we have enough? Okay, let's start with the choke-ons. Cat food! Lots and lots of cat food. The cats were going hungry. They won't be going hungry no more. Nothing's close enough? Okay. Dry as a bone. All right, let's go have a drink. It's getting late. We might head off to the bar soon. Oh, whoa, can't fit any more in there. Okay, take the cigarettes out. They don't need to be in there. You don't need the cooked eggs in there because that's my lunch. Okay, we can't fit the chicken drumsticks in there either. Oh, let's take the corn, the carrots, the onions, the cucumbers, the mushrooms, the tomatoes. We'll take all of this stuff out and we'll go and sell it. We'll go and sell it. Put the cat food in there. Oh, pardon me. We'll go and sell all of that. Oh, we can take these out too. Oh, shut the door. Keep the house warm. All right. What time is it? It takes 40 minutes for each of these deer. Okay, 5 o'clock. Nearly 6. That must be 7. Wine is now properly mature. Nice. Let's check on that then. Okay, we're going to need empty bottles. Actually, why didn't I put these foxes down? Lots of foxes. Okay. Take that. That. And now that these are all done, I'm going to start making more wine. Okay, so we have this one. That's 111 hours, or 1,000,000 years, near enough, same thing. We'll put all 8 of those in there. We only have 4 of these, we'll put those in there. We're going to do fortified wines. Alright, now what I do want to find out, next time we do these distilleries, which won't be for 1,000,000 years, is how much can we fit into a barrel? So, what I'm going to do, fruit must, we'll do all of the same type. Now I have more of those, so we're going to do these ones first. So, four in there. We might want some more. Okay, that's all the fruit must. I have 2 more to go. Actually, what I'm going to do, because we've got plenty of money, honey. If it's not too late, I'm going to go and buy the last couple of demijohns.
A lesbon see Naple Woodixki.
Don't give me any of your excuses, just give me your demijohns. Right, 2. Okay, and I might grab that barrel as well. Okay. I don't know. Well, let's grab the beer vats. 2,200. Yeah, we've got plenty of money. I'll grab your beer vats too then. Now, you don't do fruit musts, do you? No. We actually have to make our own. Okay. I don't know if I have any berries to make any must. I didn't sell any berries today, so I probably do. Let's go and have a look. I do. I do. Oh, we did have 2 lots of hop cones. Hang on. Oh, we've got 10 hop cones. We could have made beer today. Okay. Grab them now then. Oh, 104 apples. Grab apples too. Could use something to eat, okay? We have eggs here. Consume. Right. Get the fire going. Prepare. So, we wanted fruit musts. Fruit must. Oh, it requires strawberries. Oh, I don't know if I have any strawberries. All right. Yeast and sugar. What temperature is it inside now? Staying at 20. Okay. All right. So, sugar. Okay, and yeast. All right. So, we'll grab all the yeast. And we'll grab some sugar. Okay. No, we don't cook a must, Glenn. We prepare it. So we want more fruit musts. Water. Okay. Because my plan with this, doing a whole bunch of fruit musts, is to see how much wine we can fit inside of a barrel. Run out of water again. You run out of water. Have any of these barrels got any water in them? What's the difference between a cask and a barrel? Oh, a cask. Hang on. A cask of wine is a box. Those are definitely barrels. Did you not see the barrels in the barn when we were in there? Okay, we are getting a lot of this fruit musk. And we're out of water again. I'm just going to do it all. I might as well. This is going to use up all my yeast. We'll actually run out of yeast before we run out of fruit. Speaking of that, how much yeast do I have left? 3 left. Okay. That should be enough water then. Right, we're out of yeast. Okay, so now we have more fruit must. We can do these ones. This is the barrel there. Wine barrel. So we put our wine, we brew the wine in the demijohn. Once you've brewed the wine in the demijohn and it's ready to drink, you can then put it into the barrel to age it. So you get a fortified wine. Actually, you know what? I reckon we should be able to do, and I think if I suggest it to the dev, it wouldn't be too hard to do. 71 hours? I thought it was longer than that. Well, it's only 71 hours. I thought it was 100 and something. Oh, no, that's for this. You know what we should be able to do? And I'm pretty confident we can. Let's give it a go. Where's all my alcohol? Oh, I took it all to the bar. We should be able to put... Oh, are these all full? Oh, they're all full. Okay. Oh, I brought another one. Right. Yeah, see, if you said to somebody, go and get me a cask of wine, they're going to come back with a box. But I do agree with you. A cask really is a barrel. Okay, let's put the fruit away because we're done with that. Oh, we didn't do the beer. Oh, we've run out of yeast. Run out of yeast. Hops away. Right, put the apples away because we run out of... Hang on. Do I need... Yeah, no, not for doing cider, I don't think. I just need sugar. No, I must need yeast for doing... I must do. Makes no sense otherwise. Let's have a look. Cook. Apple mash. No, we don't need yeast. Well, I've never thought about that. We don't need yeast to make spirits. Which you do in real life. Okay. So in that case, let's grab jars. Have I got the apples? Yes. Have I got sugar? Some. Start from the far end. What time is it? Okay. We've got time to go to the bar yet. And what I might actually do is put one of these barrels down at the bar and see if I can put spirits into it. Because I reckon we should be able to age spirits as well. If we've already got the barrels in the game and we can already add alcohol to it, it does. Yes, you're quite right. I think we should, and I don't think it would be that hard to change, that we should be able to make aged spirits. Okay, apple mash. Did I open all these stoves? Yes, I did. Okay. But funnily enough, you don't need yeast to make spirits. I don't know how the developer thinks we're making spirits without yeast. because you can't. No matter what, you need some sort of yeast to make alcohol. However, with apples, admittedly, well, any fruit, and I've done this myself, you can actually make apple cider without adding yeast, because there is actually yeast on the skin of the apple. Actually, I've just started making apple cider a couple of days ago. Ah, okay. So yeah, I've just started making some apple cider the other day. I actually had Daz and Era both confused yesterday. When my groceries arrived, I said to them I had a freezer full of apples. And they were both a little bit confused as to why Glenn is freezing apples. So the reason why I freeze apples is because if you put apples into the freezer and then defrost them, the apple, when it's defrosted, will quite often turn black. Not always. These ones didn't turn black. I guess that depends on the sugar content. But anyway, you freeze your apple, and when it's defrosted, what you do is you poke a small hole into it with a knife. And then you can literally squeeze all the juice out of the apple, just like you're squeezing a rag. Just like you're squeezing water out of a dishcloth. So what I've done is I've frozen some apples that my neighbour gave me. And I pulled them out of the freezer yesterday. Is that all the apples we had? Oh, okay. I thought we had more apples than that. Oh, well, let's grab honey then. Honey mash. Oh, look how much honey mash I have. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I thought I had honey. Actually, hang on. Can we make mash, blueberry and raspberry mash without sugar as well? So yeah, when you're making apple cider, you don't need to add yeast. However, I will say for anyone who tries making apple cider without adding additional yeast, there's a very high chance that you may end up with a bad batch. Because by adding additional yeast... Did I just add the wrong thing? Mash. Jam! I've freaking done jam again! I keep doing that. If you don't add yeast, then there's a high chance that the bad yeasts and molds will take over before the actual wild yeast gets a chance to get established. So it is recommended to add yeast, commercial yeast. You can actually use any yeast. I know a friend of mine who went to jail used to use bread yeast and make his alcohol in the toilet. Now, I don't recommend either of those. Blueberry mash. But, as far as apple cider is concerned, freeze your apples, poke a hole in the apple, and then you can just squeeze all the juice out of it. Even if you're just making apple juice. It's an easy way to make apple juice too. Yes, okay, so the difference between different yeasts is the sugar, how much sugar it can turn into alcohol. So if you use a bread yeast, you're going to generally end up with a very low percentage alcohol. Now, I'll admit, I have never used bread yeast, but I know you can do it. You can use any yeast, even the wild, as I say. So if you use bread yeast, you'll get a low alcohol percentage. If you use a beer yeast, then that is developed for flavour, and you'll get about 4%, maximum of about 8% alcohol. But to get 8% alcohol, oh, I did a jam again. You're actually going to use twice as much sugar as you would to make 4% alcohol. So you're actually better off to just make twice as much alcohol than what you are to use twice as much sugar. It doesn't benefit. Then you've got wine yeasts. With a wine yeast, you're going to get a higher percentage alcohol again, but the alcohol tastes a little bit more tarty than a beer yeast. But with a wine yeast, you can get up around about 13% without adding any extra sugar. And then, yep, champagne yeast is what I like to use for my wine, because then you get a nice, good sparkling wine. A champagne yeast will give you a slightly higher alcohol percentage again. It gives you a slightly nicer flavour. And because you've got a higher alcohol percentage, it's way more tolerant, which means you can actually make a sparkling wine a lot easier. I generally tend to use sparkling yeast, champagne yeast, I should say. What's sugar from beer? Oh, okay. I tend to use a champagne yeast normally. My brain's going mash. Because at least then you know you're going to get a good percentage alcohol. You're going to get like 12 or 13% without any difficulty. And then still take the alcohol and make a sparkling wine. Now, to make a sparkling wine, what you're basically doing is just taking your wine that you brewed and then, oh, that's empty. And then you put it into a fresh bottle. Normally you put it into a fresh bottle. What I do, which is the easiest method, I open the bottle of wine, I siphon the alcohol out of my barrel into the bottle, and then I add a couple of teaspoons of sugar. By adding more sugar, it will start the brewing process again. That's the easy way. But then when you get to the wine, and this is the same with beer, you end up with a little bit of yeast in the bottom of the bottle that you don't want to be drinking. So you generally drink the top of the bottle and leave the yeast behind. However, a mate of mine does things a little bit more professionally, and that's a pain in the bum. What he actually does is he then takes that bottle of wine that's been brewed and he turns it upside down in some ice, which then freezes the yeast into the bottle cap. And then he corks it. Pain in the bum. I tried it once and it didn't work out well for me. I ended up wasting alcohol. Takes a bit of practice to do. But by doing it that way, you can actually remove all the yeast and end up with a nice clean bottle. And another guy who I've got to laugh at, I watch him on YouTube occasionally. He used to have a video on YouTube where, well, a channel on YouTube where he makes videos on electronics. I keep stepping on the cat. But one day he decided to do something a little differently, and instead of doing an electronics video, he started making video section that he called, what did he call it? Oh, I can't think what he called it. But basically what he would do is he would take stuff and put it into the SodaStream machine. And that's the way he would do it. Which works as well. Yeah, it's not the best technique. Because that if you put too much in, can cause it to explode. He used to do some weird ones. Will it float? Where he'd test and see if things float. And I think the other one was, will it carbonate or something? No glass charboys. Oh. Okay, so when you say charboy, for anyone that doesn't know, that's the same as the demijohns that I'm using. There is a subtle difference, but I can't think what the difference between a charboy and a demijohn is. I think a charboy has 2 handles. A demijohn has 1. I think that's about the only real difference. Okay, so you're using charboys. Yep. You don't need them. I do mine in a plastic barrel. So I have 20-litre barrels and 50-litre barrels that I brought, which were proper brewing containers. But the last time, because my barrels are broken now, their lids got dropped and they're all cracked and split. And to replace the lids is almost as much as replacing the entire brewing container. So what I actually use, and this is what I highly recommend, is go and buy some food-grade buckets. So I don't know about where you're from, but in New Zealand, to buy a brew container is going to cost you about $30 for a 20-litre and about $50 for a 50-litre, but a bucket cost me $4. So I just went and brought 10 buckets. Food-grade buckets, not ones from the hardware store, because the ones from the hardware store are generally made with LDP, which is not safe to use for food grade because it's made with lead and you'll get lead poisoning. But if you go through stores that sell food grade ones and get a food grade bucket with lid and then just drill a hole in the lid of the bucket, put your bubble valve in there or make your own bubble valve, or they go by all sorts of different names. Basically it's just a valve that traps water and air. The water then has to bubble through the air. The air has to bubble through the water, which prevents water going back into the brew. Because the brew, when it's brewing, creates carbon dioxide, and that pushes the air out of the barrel or the bucket or whatever you're using. And oxygen will actually ruin it. So the carbon dioxide, as it brews, pushes the oxygen out. An airlock. Yep, that's another word for it. My brain couldn't think. Some people call them S-valves because it depends on what you get. Some of them are in the shape of an S. Some of them are done the same way as a I have never had that problem, but if you put too much sugar in, it'll explode as well. That's what happened to my sister when she tried making beer when I was a kid. One of my earliest memories as a kid is hearing a bang, a really loud bang, and we didn't know what it was. So we moved in the direction of the bang, because that's what you do when people make bangs, right? You don't know if it's a gunshot, so you head towards it. Oh, God, that's a bad idea. And then another one went off, and then another one, and it started to sound like somebody was shooting a machine gun. And turns out she was making beer. She'd put way too much sugar in, and they were all going pop, 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 and all the bottles were exploding. Oh, no. You put generally 1 teaspoon of sugar for a 750ml bottle to make it carbonate. If you're doing a small bottle, like a 330, Then you put about half a teaspoon of sugar in. But yeah, I don't know how much sugar she'd put in, but all the bottles were exploding under the sink. It's funny. One of my earliest memories as a kid. Oh dear. But you can also get some airlocks that are like a flood and drain system. That's the word I was trying to think of. But the main thing is, as long as it traps air. A friend of mine made his own airlocks out of a piece of clear tubing that he had for his fish tank. He simply just bent it, put a rubber band around it, and it traps the air and stops the air from going back in. That's the cheapest way to make one. Because brewing can actually be very cheap if you want it to be, or it can be really expensive. You can actually make alcohol for free if you really want to. More beer. Yeah, it's very possible to make alcohol for free. Okay, what are we doing? So we've still got all this stuff. Can I put this back in the cupboard? I don't want to take it with me. We're going to go to the bar. Yeah, I've been brewing since I was about 18 years old. In New Zealand, it is perfectly legal to make any beer, wine, or spirit. You're just not allowed to sell it. So when I first started, I started with what's called a pot still. Now, pot still, for anyone that doesn't know, is what you think of when you think of the old American distillers. They used to brew alcohol out in the wop-wops and then go and sell it illegally. That's a pot still. But using an open flame is a really bad idea because alcohol is explosive. To do it properly, you really want to be using an element because an element's not going to make it catch fire. But that's a pot still. But I upgraded not too long ago, and I now have what's called a reflux still. So some of you have probably had acid reflux at some point in your life, which is where it feels like well, it doesn't feel like, it's where your stomach acids come back up. That's reflux. So a reflux action is where something goes down and comes back up, and then goes back down and comes back up. And that's what a reflux still does. So a reflux still has something in it that causes the alcohol to keep recondensating and dropping back down again. And so mine has stainless steel things in it called saddles. My mate put basically marbles into his because he made his own. Mine's a professionally made one. 8 o'clock, okay. And so my reflux still, the alcohol comes out, well, a pot still, the alcohol comes out at 63% alcohol by volume, which is 100 proof for the Americans. And then my reflux still, the alcohol comes out at 93 when it first starts. Then it drops down to about 88, 89% alcohol by volume, which is about 200 proof, 180 proof. You can't drink it. Drinking alcohol that strong will actually basically kill you. But you can brew it that strong, and then you water it down. Generally, you water it down to about 40%, 45%, depending on what you like. I like to go for about a 35, 40%. I don't like it too strong. I used to drink it at like 60%, but it doesn't taste as nice. Oh, not all of it. I personally prefer a slightly lower percentage, which will have a slightly nicer flavour. To me, the flavour is more important. Do we have everything? No. I don't have mead. Do we have... No. Okay. Now we have everything. Alright, now, what I wanted to try, and I don't think this is going to work, but if I put this... Why are you not letting me put it up there? You did it at home. There we go. If I put that down there, can I... Actually, before I try, just in case this does work, let's grab as many of those as we can. Highly doubt this will work. No alcohol from this stuff, that's for sure. Yeah, okay, I think we should be able to. We should be able to age our spirits. And I reckon it wouldn't take much, because all the mechanics are here. It'll be the same thing, you just drop it in. The mechanic even works. It just doesn't permit it because it's not part of the game. I'm going to have a chat with Noel Chained. I reckon we should be able to. I reckon it wouldn't take much to fix. Or change. Is it a fix or a change? Right, update the board, Miss Ford. Yeah, a while back I was going to start a channel about making alcohol. I opened the channel, but I never actually made any videos for it. What was it called? Good Brew, I think it was called. Hang on, give me a second. I'll have a quick look on my... Yeah, Good Brew. If you guys do want to actually see some alcohol making videos, I could make some. Like I say, I started the channel. I just never got round to actually putting any videos on it. Oh, it didn't work because I'm trying to copy it from... Okay, hang on. Oh, I have to do it on here. My brain's not functioning. I'm trying to copy paste from my tablet to my PC. It doesn't work like that. Do I have a YouTube channel at all? No, I don't think I ever did. Okay. Switch. Your channel. Good Brew. Copy. Okay, let's put that back now so I can be in control of YouTube. What just happened? Oh no, there we go. Did that go through? I can hear it. I'm not seeing it. Why am I not seeing it? Twitch. Oh yeah, no, it did go through. Okay. It's just not showing on my chat for whatever reason. That's weird. Maybe my chat is blocking me. Oh, that'd be polite. Alright. Yeah, that's the channel that I started. I just never put any videos up on it. If you guys want to see some alcohol making videos, let me know. I've actually started doing some apple cider at the moment, but I haven't brewed in a long time. Okay, let's change speed of time then. Oh, we'll start the gramophone. Track 4 today. And change time. I'm clicking the wrong buttons. Get a half speed, which was what Lashasta originally suggested. And that seems to speed things up a little bit. I'm going to close the door. That might keep some heat in here. Okay, what do you want? You would like what I just put in. Well, I must have friggin' known. And cider. Alright. I must have known something when I put this in here, eh? Oh wait, that was cabbage. He wants dumplings with meat. No, it wasn't. Okay, dumplings with meat. There you go, buddy. And serve. Alright, corn. Corn went off like hotcakes last time. So we'll do a few of those. Can't put more than 5 into the pot. Oh, okay. We'll do some chips. All right. What do you like? Corn? How did I know? Okay. Oh, you want fried poultry? Oh, we're not got that ready. All right, that'll be just a moment. Okay, you want a dark beer, a pack of cigarettes. Why do I not see the dark beer? Why do I not see dark beer? Oh, there it is. A boiled coffee. Didn't we put those in here? What do I do with the coffee? No, the coffee's in here. Raspberry tincture. And the chicken should be ready by now. Here you go. Okay, you want a hunter's stew. What else do you want? A pack of cigarettes and a bottle of vodka. Why is my brain not seeing vodka now? There it is. My brain's not functioning very well today, apparently. Done. All right. What else do we need to heat up? Did we not do chips? Oh, I think I burned. Oh, no, I didn't burn. Chips are over here. Okay, so we have everything hot. Everything's hot. We're good to go. So you want fried potatoes? Chips, mate, chips! Pack of ciggies. Apple pie. And vodka. Alright. Yeah, let me know if you guys want to see some brewing videos. Yeah, the main reason why I didn't make any brewing videos in the end is because it's not legal to make spirits in America, and mostly I make spirits. And I didn't think YouTube would take too kindly to me making videos on something you're not allowed to do. Minus 17. Yeah, I don't think it warms up in here. Apple pie. Corn. Cigarettes. I said cigarettes. Mead and vodka. Oh, there it is. Making sure I put my YouTube back before. Yeah, initially I was trying to put more tables in here. We don't actually need more tables. We've got plenty of tables. I could actually take out the big ones and put in some smaller ones if I wanted. Because we only need one table for each customer at the most anyway, and I think most of the time the customers sit two at a table. I think they are happy to sit two at a table. Which means we don't need many at all. Where the hang's me cider? Why can't I find it? There. Annual revenue, nearly 50,000 from the bar. Made nearly $50,000 this year. Friggin' fraggin', eh? It's not a bad income, 50 grand a year. We're at the point now where we could actually just run the bar to make a living. Would you like a sandwich? Would you like a sandwich? Oh, you want hot chips? That's new for you. I don't think you've ever ordered hot chips and a bottle of water. There you go. No alcohol for teenagers. I don't think she's even a teenager. How old does she look? She runs her own little business. She's probably like 13 years old. She runs her own business. She works harder than most people these days. Oh dear. 9 degrees. Oh man, that's not good. Blah blah. Turn our jack-o'-lantern on. Love the way that thing lights up the bar. Oh, and Henry's walking around with bare feet. You must be a New Zealander, Henry. Walking around bare feet in the middle of winter. God. I got bare feet too, Henry. We like twins. Except I don't wear a hat. Blub, blub. I don't know what that means, but he keeps saying it. Don't think the temperature ever changes in here. Oh, it's now showing 13, so that must have been updated in the last update. 14 degrees. It is getting warmer in here. Because when I first opened the bar, having all the fires running didn't warm the place up at all. So Null Chain must have changed that in the last big update. It now gets warm inside the bar. Good, because so it should. We've got all the fires going. And the game does have the mechanic for the house. So it kind of makes sense that the bar would be a nice warm place to go when they got the fires running. And we've got the doors closed tonight. Nice and warm in here, guys. Yeah. Are you gambling? Gambling's illegal in some states. Are you guys sure it's perfectly all right in Poland? Blah, blah. Don't ask me what it means, but he keeps saying it. Hunter's stew has gone cold. Everything's gone cold. Okay. And what did you want? A raspberry tincture? Yeah. There you go. Our raspberry mash is done. That must mean our raspberry jam is burnt. Oh, I don't know how many lots of jam I've burnt this season. I've burnt an awfully lot of jam, I can tell you that. Glenn's not good at making jam. He just burns it all the time. And 2 bottles of red. Don't even have to think about which one it is. You want them both. That's an easy customer. Not going to confuse me with 1 bottle of red. I don't know which one it is. What happened there? Ding ding. Ciggies. Mead and cider. Both the yellow bottles. That's nice and easy. It's good that you people are buying colour coordinated alcohols. Makes my life so much easier. What time are we at? Okay. We'll get finished before midnight today. We've been going for 3 hours. Okay. So yeah, I guess, Des, I'll take a look at that update later and see what they've changed. And we might consider having another look at that food one. Was it the one with the chickens or the one with the salad? Because the one with the salad was kind of boring, I'll be honest. It was the same, virtually the same game, but at least one of them you were growing and breeding animals in cages. Oh, it's the salad one, is it? Yeah. I don't know, I kind of found that one a bit more boring than the other one. I'd like to see them add the sheep or the cattle or something to the other one. Actually, let's have a quick look while we're waiting for a customer. Steam. Library. So you guys can see what I'm looking at. Let's change that over. Oh, nope, that's back from before. Why are you not on? Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm only going to be here for 2 seconds anyway. Oh, I was going to take a look at that weed store simulator that you sent me, wasn't I? Okay, so yeah, the automated ranch simulator is the better one in my opinion. That hasn't been updated since the 4th. Oh, and the other one finally has employees and restocking and stuff. Yeah, because that was one of my suggestions. The employees sucked and everybody agreed with me. They need to be able to restock. So there's now new employees being added. That's right. I did see that a couple of days back or a week back or something. 24th. So how long ago was the 24th? Yes, the 30th today. That was a couple of weeks ago, Daz. A week ago. But Daz sent me a copy of the game Weed Shop Simulator. Is it Weed Shop? Weed Store? Hang on, let's have another look. Weed Store Simulator. We could always take a look at that if you guys want to see that one. Where is it? Weed Store Simulator. This one. Music. We can't do music. So basically, it's one of those marijuana growing ones where you grow your marijuana and sell it in store. Is it still just music? Yeah. Have you tried this one yet, Daz? Not yet. No, okay. I didn't realize there was gambling in it. But yeah, you can buy, sell bongs and lighters, and you sell your weed and go around town and encourage people to smoke. Maybe we'll take a look at that one tomorrow. I've actually forgotten about setting it up, I'll be honest. No, I haven't actually set it up to ready to go. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a look at that one on the weekend. Because I really probably want more time to set it up. I generally like to not rush them. And if I do it this afternoon, it'll be rushed out because I've got other things I have to do. So maybe we'll take a look at it on the weekend. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow, though. But then the weekend is usually Egyptian Frontiers. I don't know. I'll see. I'll see if I get enough time this afternoon to set up thumbnail and everything. Doesn't take that long to set up, but the thumbnail is always the bit that takes the longest generally. Making a decent looking thumbnail. Especially when I do the ones with ChatGPT to get ChatGPT to blur the background. Things like that. Because GPT can be a dick sometimes. You tell it to blur the background, so instead it just gives you a picture of a pig. Or it does whatever the hell it wants because it doesn't follow instructions. ChatGPT is terrible at following instructions. I need a better program for making my thumbnails. I like to be able to blur the background. And, what do they call it? Use a vignette, which makes it look like you're looking through a telescope. Just zooms your eye in on the actual target. So you can focus your eye in one place. Because otherwise, the way I used to do thumbnails, just using an image from Steam, quite often they have too much background detail and your eye doesn't know where to focus. So I use the vignette to focus your eye in one place, blur the background in order to focus on one item or one area. And rather than having a big, complicated background that your eye doesn't know what to look at, you can look directly at the subject and know what you're looking at. But doing them with ChatGPT, sometimes ChatGPT can just be freaking goofy and it just stuffs up. It doesn't do as you ask it to. And you only get to do 3 per day. Once you've made your 3 images, that's it, you're done. But uploading an image means that takes from that as well. So generally what I do is I upload my images and then normally I get to make 1 image or I come back the next day to make the images. But I should have done that yesterday. Instead, I was too busy playing GTA with Daz and Era. So it's Daz's fault. Once again, it's always Daz's fault. $19. Nice and warm in here. No, definitely your fault. Da-da-da! All right. Chips. Got no hot chicken left. And you want a green beer. I have a green beer in my fridge. It's called Steinlager. There you go, bud. Reheat the chicken for about a 12th time. It's good for chicken, reheating it over and over and over. Game suddenly got laggy. Is that because I opened Steam before? We want blueberry. Apple pie. Oh, it is very laggy now. Ever since I opened Steam before. Didn't like it. What did we say? Corn. There you go. Oh, the screen's black. No, it's not. Honest, it's not. Cheers, buddy. Daz didn't even say anything. Cool, blimey, Daz. What sort of moderator are you? Cheers, Devican. How you doing anyway, buddy? We were just looking at the Steam store. That's why it was black. You've been playing Out of Ore. Ah, I tried Out of Ore. I mean, I got frustrated with it. I got sent it by one of my viewers, I'll admit. Old Timer Aussie. Appreciate it, but not really my kind of game. It's alright for a relaxing game, but I found it was a bit slow for streaming. Cider. I could go back and have another go at it. We didn't get very far. You joined us for that too, didn't you, Daz? Dumplings. Oops, dumplings. Yeah, I got a little frustrated with it because I think I was just wanting things to happen faster. Oh, did you join us as well? Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, Old Timer Aussie gave me the game. I was thinking it was Daz that joined us. Maybe it's just the letter D that was stuck in my mind. That was a wee while back. I don't know. I mean, it seemed like a pretty cool game in many ways. I think it was just a little bit slow for streaming. Oh, of course, because, yeah, Weatherlord. Sorry. That's where my brain's not thinking properly. Yep. Jump the counter. Sorry. I wasn't thinking of Weatherlord. Yep. Easiest way to pretend to be an adult is to does anybody advise for me? I don't know how to pretend to be an adult. I don't know how to be an adult. All I know, I know how to pretend to be an adult. You get an empty alcohol bottle and put that down and pretend like you drunk it. That's what I used to do when I was traveling. When I first started traveling in my van, well, I started out in a car initially, but then I sold the car and bought a van. And during the Rugby World Cup in New Zealand, they changed the law and started punishing people for sleeping in their vehicle. So what I started doing was I would take a empty box of alcohol. So I was at somebody's house one day visiting them, and they had a box of empty bottles, and I said to them, hey, are you just throwing those out? Can I have the empty box? Why is this save taking so long? And he thought I was a bit weird at first, but yeah, no problem, you can have the empty box. Why is this save taking so long? What happened? Has the game just crashed on me? I think the game's just crashed. Ooh, I think the game crashed. So yeah, what I ended up doing, it has crashed, was I took the empty box of alcohol. It was a beer box. Ah, there we go. And I basically, when I was going to go to bed at night, I would take that box of beer and I would put it down beside my passenger front wheel. And by putting it down beside the front wheel on my passenger's side, and I would hang my keys on a hook in the back of the van. Anytime somebody stopped me and hassled me about sleeping in my van, oh, well, mate, I've been drinking. It's against the law to drink and drive. Oh, there's new contracts. Yay, we can do the final mission. So they wouldn't be able to complain because you can't drink and drive. It's against the law. So I would basically just say to them, you know, I've been drinking. I didn't feel it was safe to drive. So I decided I would park up here and just sleep the night off. And then if the police turned up, because my keys were on a hook, I couldn't be accused of, because you'd have them on a hook in the back of the vehicle. If they're in the ignition or anywhere that you can reach them from the driver's seat, then you can be done for drinking and driving, because you can reach them from the driver's seat. So I would hang the keys on a hook in the back of the van. If the police stopped me, I didn't have to worry about being breathalyzed because I was in the back and the keys were in the back, even though I was sober. And if any security companies or council workers, because it's not the police, it's usually private security that are hired by the city council, would come along and hassle me about sleeping in my van, well, I can't drink and drive. And that was usually my solution. Otherwise, I would just park up in a supermarket car park. Or McDonald's. McDonald's was a good one. McDonald's didn't care most of the time. I never had a problem with McDonald's. Some supermarkets, though, would move you on after a couple of hours. But generally, because you're sleeping overnight, it's not an issue anyway, because the car park's empty. But more often than not, I used to just park up in the middle of town somewhere in a location that was free parking and put the box down beside the front wheel. Looks like everybody's leaving. But yeah, it used to be perfectly legal to freedom camp sleeping in your vehicle in New Zealand until the Rugby World Cup. I don't remember what year that was. It was back in the year like 2000 or something. And ever since, no, 2012 I think it was. Ever since, it's been against the law to sleep in your vehicle in New Zealand now. And they started that because the tourists were just basically taking a dump anywhere they wanted. Sadly enough, it turned out to be mostly East Germans. East Germans and locals, to be honest. And by locals, I mean people that lived in New Zealand. And they would just take a dump anywhere they wanted. It's disgusting. When I was living in my vehicle, I only ever stopped to take a dump once that was not in a public toilet. And that was way out in the middle of nowhere. I dug a hole and buried it. I don't know what it is about the East Germans. The West Germans, no problem. Absolutely no problem. But the East, for some reason, had a different attitude about things. You're East German, aren't you? I'm not trying to say anything bad about them, but that's who it seemed to be. It seemed to be them and Māori people from New Zealand. I even had it one day where I was parked up. I was in the back of my van cooking, and there was a Māori family who basically opened up the front the front passenger's door and the back passenger's door, and then told their kid to take a poo. Yep. But they told their kid to take a poo in between the two doors in the middle of a car park. Disgusting. How can you tell your kid to take a poo in the middle of a car park, especially when there was a toilet 100 metres away? No excuse for that, I'm sorry. If you're out in the middle of nowhere, even then you walk away from the car park, dig a bloody hole. Right. Oh, yep. Okay, yeah, everybody's gone. I think we'll call that a night for the bar. We'll call that a night for the stream too, I think. Nothing in either of those. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. Turn that pumpkin off. Turn the lights off. Lock the door. Yeah, no, I don't care who it is, even when it was locals. To me, it's just disgusting. And most of the time, there was always a toilet close by. Like I say, the one time that I had to go and there was no toilet, I was out in the middle of nowhere. Even then, I walked away from the road. Oh, I've got all the food on me anyway. And I dug a hole because I always carried a trenching shovel in my vehicle when I was travelling. So I walked away from the vehicle, used the trenching shovel to dig a hole, and then buried it. No excuse for doing it near a toilet. Oh, up. Oh. Give me a chance, game. Seriously? I was nearly there. Right, I want to update this board just to make sure, because I might forget. We're going to drink a coffee to get us home. All right, and now we can fast travel. All right. Now, what time is it? 1 o'clock in the morning. I think we've got way too many animals to do overnight, haven't we? We could do a couple of foxes. I want to just do some of these before going to bed. Because we just drunk that coffee. Now what time is it? 2 o'clock. Yeah, we can do a couple more. That's all the foxes done. Now what time? 3 o'clock. Yeah, we'll go to bed. We'll go to bed. All right. I could use someone to eat. You're not supposed to eat people, mate. All right. Take all of these off before we go to bed. I never had that because, well, my mother left when I was 3 hours. I must have forgotten to put these on her setting. My mother left when I was 3 years old. I was raised by my father, but my father worked until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. 5:30. Yeah, 5:30. He would get home just before 6, fall asleep, then he would wake up at about 7:15 and get angry with me because the news wasn't on. The news finished at 7 o'clock. So he'd get angry with me because the news wasn't on, telling me I'd changed the channel. Yeah, I changed the bloody channel. You were asleep. The news finished anyway. And then, because my father was never really around, I raised myself from about the age of 7 onwards. At about the age 10, I started working in order to buy clothes, pay for school books, all that sort of stuff. And what was I, 15 when I tried to run away from home for the first time? He got all angry and apparently I wasn't allowed to leave. And then when I was 16 or 17, he told me to F off and never come back. I think I was 16. He told me to F off and never come back. Didn't like what I called my stepmother. But it was true. She was. Because he remarried when I was about 13 years old. No, 12. I was still at intermediate. I think the last year of intermediate, he remarried. And married a woman who was an absolute you-know-what. She used to treat me like garbage. I would get beaten up by her son, and that was always my fault for being weak. And I should stand up for myself. So I used to get a hiding. Literally, I'd get spanked for crying when he beat me up. And then get told it was my own fault because I was weak and I should stand up for myself. So one day, when he attacked me, I stood up for myself. And then I got a hiding for hurting him. I couldn't win. When he beat me up, I was weak. When I beat him up, I was naughty. I'm going to sell that stuff next time we play. Alright, there's nothing else there, is there? Alright, I think we'll call that a day. So we've done the wine today. The wine will take another 3 days. We're probably never going to get to see this finished. If we ever do, I'm going to put it into one of these casks and see how much it holds. But I am thinking we'll do this next week. We'll finish the contracts, which is the very last mission. And then we might take a break from this game until we get another decent update. Because we only have the one more quest left, and we're able to do that in our next stream. I could, if I really wanted to, actually, whoops, fast forward time and do it now. But I think what we'll do is we'll save that for the next stream, rather than finishing it now after 3.5 hours. So yes, we'll call that it for today. So thank you everyone for coming in. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's stream. If you have, remember, give it a thumbs up if you're on YouTube. Follow the channel if you're new. And let me know what you guys think. Should we make next week's Farmer's Life the last of Farmer's Life until there's another update? All we have left is the one quest, which is to fulfill a contract. Otherwise, what we'll do is we'll replace this with something else and we'll start playing in a different game. And then we can come back to this when it's had another update, which I think is probably the logical way to go at this point. Because all we're doing now is just simply the farming, making money. We're not doing any more quests. There's no more storyline to complete. But yeah, we'll Not sure what we're doing tomorrow. We'll figure something out. I might even do Egyptian Frontiers tomorrow. And then maybe we can set up the weed shop simulator that Daz sent me for the day after, for the weekend. But take care. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you're from. And hopefully we'll see you all in the next one. Yeah, I think we should wait for an update. Yep, Michelle agrees. I think so. You agree. I'm sure Daz agrees. I think that's what we'll probably do. The next big update will actually... Well, I don't know. They might put something else out. But the one they're working on is giving players the ability to mod the game yourself. So you'll actually be able to make your own tractors and plows and stuff like that. Which I think would be pretty cool. We're definitely going to come back to take a look at that. So yeah, probably Egyptian Frontiers tomorrow, I think. Cheers, guys.